I'm Steve, and this is CC Garage. Our next project now, since I'm too cheap to buy a compressor, we'll come over here. I actually got this off the side of the road. I'm guessing it's like a 40-gallon tank. I already stripped the motor off right there. There's the belt shroud, the belt. But I walked through my jungle gym now. I went up to the hardware store. I bought some fittings and a valve so I could make this contraption. So essentially it's all 1/2-inch fittings because that is what the original regulator or whatever took. So this is 1/2-inch, fits in there, and then this will be the air line to the valves, which I don't know if I'm going to keep it that way. I guess we'll see when we do it. And then I got my air chuck, so this will screw in like so, and then that'll always be connected to the valves, so that's a closed circuit. That'll be, I don't know, a foot or two of line. And then this I'll hook up my shop air to. I'll put 120 psi or so in this tank. Oop. Shut the valve, and then I have, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so up and downs before I don't have enough pressure to raise it anymore. So that is the plan. What I want to do is cut these welds off right here to get this off, unbolt it from this. I don't know if I'm going to cut these feet off or not, but my plan is I'm just going to throw this in the bed of the truck. So I'm going to have to figure out some way to anchor it down, and I don't know if I'll leave it crappy looking because, you know, truck's not that great looking, but it's still going to be cool. I don't think there's really a way you can mess up these trucks. I don't know, just my opinion. I've seen rat rods, they look awesome. I've seen fully done 100% factory restorations. I've seen hot rods. I don't think you can mess these trucks up unless they're completely rotted out, and just, yeah, that's about it. But these trucks are worth a lot of money nowadays, so we're gonna go ahead and take my contraption apart so I can get some pipe dope on there, cut these off, and we will go from there. Okay, so now we're going to grab a grinding wheel and clean these off. Okay, so we got it off the stand. Now we're going to cut these legs off. So we're all done with our tank. So we got the truck rolled forward. We got everything tied up where it needs to be. We're now gonna lift the bed, roll the truck back under, drill a couple holes in the bed, put the tank in, figure out a way to mount it, and then these will be our feed lines. But for now, just gonna tuck them right there so that way they're out of the way. And let's get this bed up. Got you on the roof of the truck. So we still got to go ahead, get the bed lined up exactly right so that way we can get the bed bolts in. Grab our tank, put our air fittings on the top end, get everything sealed off, and turn on the shop tank. Get that pressurized, about 100 PSI or so. We'll see how many times we can go up and down with it, and we will keep track of that. Eventually I will get air gauges, obviously, but for now, I got 20 bucks into my air, well, not in the airride. I'll have 20 bucks in the tank with the fittings, and I don't even know what I have for the rest of the system, so stay tuned. But we got our air tank strapped up so that way I can get our fittings on there. So I think I recorded it yesterday, but pretty simple setup. So you got, this is gonna go into the tank, and then this will be the feed line that's gonna go to the truck. And this will connect to our shop air. So we'll open that up when the compressor's on, get our pressure in there, close it, and then we got all that air on board. So let's take this apart, put some pipe compound on there, and get this tank in the truck. So got our fittings on here. Hopefully everything's airtight. We're gonna go charge up the compressor, and hopefully this holds air. So, moment of truth. Cross your fingers and hope it doesn't blow up. So, right now, tank should be closed. I'm just gonna stand behind the door here. Spencer's hiding behind the door if you didn't know. Yeah. You know, just in case. All right, I think that's enough air. You have no way of knowing how much air is in that. So, 50 pounds. 50? 50. It takes 40 just to lift the truck up. So, how much do you think you want in there? 100? About 100. Stay tuned. So, I wasn't really thinking about it when I wanted to fill this tank up. This has to be empty to go back in the truck because this line right here, I'm using right now to block it off. But this is the line that has to connect to the truck. And there's no stop valve. So we get to open this back up. So Phoenix is too funny in there. But we have to drill a hole through the bed, put a grommet. Our air lines are in this vicinity somewhere, and then put our shop air on it, close it, figure out a way to strap this bad boy in, and call her done for now until I buy compressors, because I'm cheap. So Phoenix is back in here, got our air tank in, shop air hooked up to it, drilled holes in the bed. I still got to do grommets, but now we pretty much just turn our compressor on. Now we got this again. Let's get it off the jack first though. So it's officially done for now until I actually buy compressors. Bentley's demonstrating. Okay, go up with it.
Huh?
Go up. Other way.
This one?
Yes. Okay, stop. Middle one on. Oh. That one. Keep going.
That will make a whole foot go up.
Okay, now push the center one.
This one.
The middle button. Yep. Okay, that's enough. Stop. So, as you can tell, the front goes up and down a lot slower. I think the biggest issue with that is there's only 1/3 line. So, I'm hoping I'm going to order another roll of line pretty soon, so that way we can get that ran back and maybe break down and buy some compressors. But still a heck of a reserve tank if you don't care. So, if you followed this far, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're new to watching this build, go back, check out the playlist. See you on the next one.